Saturday, September 17th, Fairmont State University, Brotherly Love. Listen, you want to come after these titles on your first shot? You haven't even proven yourselves yet? We know where you come from.
Now, Brotherly Love said a lot of negative things about West Virginia, but like true West Virginians, we're going to consult the good book because we're above that. We're not going to stoop down to their level. See, there's something that every team in Philadelphia has in common with Brotherly Love. Now, the Phillies, their last championship win was 2008. And the Eagles were 2018. Then we got the Flyers at like 1975. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is it's been a long, long time, and Saturday Night Special wasn't around whenever those teams were winning championships. And Brotherly Love is just going to continue the exact same trend of not winning championships and going home. And see, I understand fully that you guys are planning on bringing that cheese whiz, but Saturday Night Special has something in store for you. You might bring cheese whiz, but see, we're going to have cream pies with us.
WrestleRoni episode 11, biggest episode ever. Why? Cause the RSW Tag Team Champions, both of them, look, there's two squares up there. We got Marcus Twist, we got DD Vice, we got the Saturday Night Special right here, right now. Let's do this shit. How you boys doing?
Oh, shit. You know we're doing good, man. We're always doing good.
Good.
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Nice to finally meet you and have you on, DD. I'm hella excited. We got a big show coming up this weekend. You guys are defending the tag titles against Brotherly Love. Got your back all the way. We're going to get into that. I've got questions. I'm sure you got answers. I'm glad to have you guys on.
Oh, yeah. It's good to be here, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad I got back
here,
so soon. Yeah.
Yeah, we got you guys wrangled up. It took a little bit, but we got you wrangled in here. We're doing the thing. I appreciate you. So let's just hop on out there to it. Okay, question numero uno. How did this tag team come about?
Oh, shit. You want to take this one?
So,
or you want me to do it?
I'll field this question.
Okay.
So,
good story.
From day one, like the moment that we started training together, and we'd show up to shows and help set up before we ever actually wrestled matches. People would be like, "Man, are you guys brothers? Are you guys related?" And it just got to the point where we would just be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we had numerous people piss the office off at RSW because it'd go out
to the point. To the point that Tim Cross would tell us to shut the fuck up, and we'd be like, "Tim, we didn't say anything."
Yeah, we'd get legitimately yelled at almost every single time it got brought up there for a while, and then he just finally caved.
You don't put the bad kids together, man.
He still hates it.
Oh, he still can't say it.
So you guys are raising hell.
Oh, we always have since day one.
All the time, 24/7.
That's awesome. So from day one, it was just you guys met, you was training, and it was all my life I waited for someone like you. So that's beautiful.
Debauchery,
yeah, man.
Day one.
It was literally debauchery since day one, for sure.
I'm all about it. And it shows.
That's a T-shirt.
That's just a T-shirt.
Debauchery since day one. I'm putting in my pre-order now.
That's what I like to hear them pre-orders in.
That's what it's about.
T-shirt designs on deck. We just keep on coming up with better ones and better ones.
Put them out there, man. I got some subscribers that'll buy them up. I promise you that.
Hell yeah, man. We'll have to link you to the Pro Wrestling Tees store.
Pro Wrestling Tees, and they make some quality T-shirts.
Hell yeah, man. We wear them out all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my son's best as a Saturday night special shirt.
Nice. Everybody needs one. Everybody needs one. So, as far as like the current scene, the indie scene, the TV scene, what are some current tag teams that you guys enjoy?
That's all. I'll let Dee Dee take us first.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV wrestling. Like, I'll catch like clips and stuff online, but like, I don't have the attention span to just sit down and watch TV wrestling. Like, doing it all the time, it's like when you do porn, the last thing you want to see is porn. Like,
Right. I'm sure. Makes sense.
so like, I mean, I'll keep up with stuff. Like, I have like guys that I'll watch, and like we have guys that like we obviously like we watch because we want to work with them. And I mean, we've knocked a couple off of our list, but there's still a few that we'd like to work with.
Well, for the who was it?
Like we wanted to work with the we got to work with the Rad Boys. We're super stoked about that. I will tell you, they're way smaller in person.
Yeah, those promo pictures make them look huge.
That was an awesome match, by the way. That was a VCW, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
That was a fun one. I really enjoyed that one.
It was a good time. I feel bad for them though.
Well, you gotta look out for number 1 and number 2.
Nah, absolutely not.
He came in fucking hot.
Uh-huh. Well, the last time he was there, you'd killed Kilpus's little pet there, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, like where
And I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
it's certain places we're at will cause total chaos, and in other places we try to behave ourselves a little bit. Just all depends.
I got you. Well, Peter's after you. Peter's looking for that ass, so be careful.
Better men than them have tried.
Falling short.
Well, what would be some matches you would like to have? Some teams you would want to face coming up then?
I'll take that. I've been talking to the guys over at VCW. I would love to have a match against Jason Kincaid and Benny Connolly. I think that's in talks for next year. And then I'd like to go up against Warhusk. I've brought that up a couple times. It's a team of Warhorse and Beastman.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a couple. Those are two off the top of my head. Like we've thrown ideas though, like TNA guys. Yeah.
You was breaking up just a bit on that. Do you mind to repeat that one for me?
Oh yeah, and TME. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're big up in Pittsburgh.
Yep. Not the main event, TME. You got the main event, and then you got TME.
Yeah, it's they're currently tag champs a couple different places, I think.
Yeah, they've been killing it.
I know IWC for sure. I'm not sure where else.
That's why I know that they just went up against the Hardy Boys, so I mean they got a pretty decorated like thing going on themselves. So I'd like to visit that.
Yeah.
Tad Jarvis and Cowpoke Paul.
Okay.
I would love to have that one too.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because we've crossed paths a couple times here and there. I'd like to make that like an official thing.
I'd buy a ticket. I'd buy a ticket to see it. It sounds good to me. I like it. And we've know Marcus's story. DD, when did you find wrestling? What made you fall in love with wrestling? Tell me a little bit about your journey to this crazy, crazy sport.
So I've literally been like watching wrestling and been a fan of wrestling since I was old enough to sit in front of a TV. And I'd trained off and on with TJ like years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. I learned how to take my first bump and put a headlock on and run ropes and all that stuff. And then life happened and work happened, and I fell off of it for a while, and then literally 2019, right before COVID, November 2019, I got laid off from the oil field, and I was just sitting around with my thumb in my butt, and I was like, man, I hit up Tim, and I was like, hey, do you guys still have a wrestling school? And he's like, yeah. I was like, how much do you charge a month? So I talked to him, got the itty gritty details, and just jumped right in the middle of it with both feet. And honestly, I'll say COVID was probably the best thing that ever could have happened as far as like wrestling career goes, because like we were training 4 and 5 days a week because like nobody had anything else going on. The world was shut down. So we'd train 4 to 5 nights a week. And my first match was May of 2020.
Okay. COVID was a
So
blessing.
actually, fun fact about that, in a way, yeah, like it's still a pain in the ass, you know, but like it was like I said, it was great for my wrestling career. Fun fact about that, I actually main evented the very first Stay in Your House show for RSW.
Oh, okay.
My very first match was what kicked off the whole thing. We did a hair versus hair match. It was me and Paulie Killpiss. And I shaved his head, and we did probably almost 30 some episodes of that after that.
Whoa, and he ain't come back from that since.
He laid so bad of a whooping on him, his hair just never grew back.
It never came back. Oh, man.
Hair stayed.
We love you, Paulie. We're pulling for you in this match coming up Saturday.
Oh, man,
listen,
I give
the poor guy. I gave the poor guy a run, you know, because I ripped the head off his possum. I shaved his head.
Yeah.
I love the dude to death, but it just seems like he keeps getting the short end of the needy vice stick, man.
Hey, well, I think you're the last of his worries. The match with Gannon coming up Saturday, they've been building that. That's one I'm very interested in.
Oh, no bullshit, Gannon Green. This is the first time we're going to see it live. I'm excited.
No bullshit.
No doubt. While we're on it, then Saturday, Fairmont State 5-year anniversary, huge card. What do you think about Brotherly Love? What's your thoughts on these guys?
I just those guys probably just never came to West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I know they came out with the promo, and we had tons of respect for them. We spent a lot of time in a lot of different places with them. I like to consider, I thought we were buddies, but hey, man, sometimes things change, people change. So but Saturday night special won't change up. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna give them all. We'll take them out. That's the game plan. Party, we're kick ass. We're gonna do both.
I love it. They got the cheese whiz. Y'all got the cream pies. I think things are gonna get a little sticky.
Hell yeah.
We got to pull out all the stops, man.
Okay. So I'm pulling for you guys. I know you guys are going to pull it out. There's no doubt in my mind you'll leave that place as RSW Tag Team Champions. So it's 5th anniversary. It's a big show, guys. After you win, tell me how you plan on celebrating.
It's definitely going to be with beer. Wherever we go, there better be beer there. I know that.
That's on the that's part of my contract actually. There better be a cold beer in my mouth, cold PBR to be exact. A cold PBR in my mouth as soon as I get through the curtain to the back of the locker room.
Yeah, we don't drink none of that Yingling shit.
Okay, you hear that?
That's my bowl of brown M&Ms.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Every once in a while, I'm just saying, GCW has those PBR ladder matches, man. If you like some PBR, Brett Lauderdale, where you at? Saturday Night Special likes their PBR. We need to get them in one of the ladder matches.
Sign us up, baby.
We already have the unofficial sponsorship from Little Vegas. We got to get that unofficial sponsorship from PBR. Make it official.
We was just talking about Little Vegas.
Listen, I think that sponsorship might be official. Now that they're sponsors for RSW, like I've been calling myself Little Vegas's favorite wrestler from the very beginning, but that actually might be a real thing now.
Let me get a T-shirt.
There you go.
I'm trying to get a couple of cool T-shirts. I think we're gonna do a Saturday Night Special and Little Vegas mashup shirts.
I like
I want to
it.
have both of us involved.
And I'll tell my subscribers and my viewers that Little Vegas is a very, very little strip club right here in Monongah, West Virginia. And we call it Dirty Vegas because if you got the money, it's happening. Don't I've seen, but they're a very professional establishment, and only the finest ladies work there.
That's Saturday
Textbook
night.
definition of a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah.
And that's where you find a Saturday night special. Nobody knows what it is, but everybody wants one.
Everybody always wants one, especially at Little Vegas.
Oh.
We might start doing a buy one get one special on Saturday nights once we figure out what a Saturday night special is.
Sounds like a good time to me, man. Do they have enough lotion down there? I don't know. Do they have enough for a Saturday night special? I don't know.
Bring BYOL, I think, maybe.
Man.
BYOL.
I think I've been there twice. We celebrated my buddy's 21st birthday there, I think, and he was so screwed up. I remember the chick had him on the chair, taking off his belt, and he just started puking everywhere. And I was like, oh, man, we got to go.
That's a bad birthday, man.
Yeah, it could have been really nice for him.
Another fun fact, I'll bring Polly up again. I actually took Polly to Little Vegas for his birthday, and that was the first time he'd ever been to a strip club. And I've never seen somebody so nervous in their entire life.
I opted out. I'm not going to be with a wild kill piss in front of a whole bunch of young women.
Smart move.
Unpredictable. Too many variables.
Corrupting the kilpus.
The swiftness in which that man left the back room and went to his car and went home was that of a gazelle being chased by a cheetah.
That's the only thing faster than a wild kill piss is a wild kill piss running from something else.
Got the hair growing that night. Got the hair growing back a little bit that night.
Something was growing that night.
One would hope.
I'm sure it was, too.
One would hope.
I'm excited. I can't wait until he. I hope Polly listens to this. There's a lot of hidden detail. I like it. We're gonna get a phone call.
Was he giving the strippers hugs? Was he wanting to give them all hugs?
What you can't put strippers?
He was a little nervous. Let me just tell you, you know the little like banister, like they don't have like a stage.
Right.
And a pole. Well, I think they have a pole now at Little Vegas, but when we went, they didn't. They just had the little barricade. And he was just like pushing his money off the ledge, like onto the floor. And it was just like a little kid that didn't want to eat his peas at dinner time, like he was like sneaking them to the dog.
God damn.
And that's another thing. Since we're on this subject anyway, I knew you guys were perfect for this question. And I'd like to think you guys would be the ones to ask. Give me some good party stories. You don't have to name names, or you can, but let me know what's going on if you're partying with the Saturday Night Special.
Oh, I don't.
Do you remember? Do you remember any of these?
Yeah. What's the legality? Is there a? Can you get busted if you bring up shit on this podcast? No, I'm not gonna have the cop show up outside the house, am I?
There's no rules on my part. If you got a good lawyer, say what you want to say, man.
Oh shit, mine's not that good.
Nah, David Lawless, we got him on standby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working out. I don't know, Dakota. You go first, and then I'll go off of what you decide to share. How's that sound? That way, I'm not oversharing.
I
feel like you're the milder one.
You don't have to name names.
So,
Mm-hmm.
we went to Connecticut over the summer after we won the titles, and I think that's really where like the celebration of winning the titles ensued. Other than the night that we actually won the titles, that was how does it go? Things you'll never forget or things you'll never remember or something like that. Let me just tell you that from the moment that the music hit, Marcus Twist was unavailable. All body and no mind.
The body was willing, but the mind was not there.
I understand.
That's it.
Yeah, like
well, it's I'll go into this, and this some more recent. Like I've liked to play with psychedelics. I try to stay away from Billy Knox and his little clan. Never know what's going on. But I found out that if you take mushrooms, and if it's a little chilly outside, if you got to wear a jacket, if you catch my drift, you'll just trip really, really fast. That's probably like the most interesting thing is the powder makes your metabolism speed up so much you'll digest the shrooms and be tripping way faster than you thought you were going to.
Okay.
So just for any listeners that go into anything like that, do some research about your drugs before you do them, and make sure you buy them from reputable people.
Yes.
I get mine from reputable people.
Yes.
And speaking of which, I know Billy. We grew up together, and good dude. I'm pretty sure he got me with. I'm pretty sure he got me with some Molly one time. I can't confirm it, but I know we was chilling, and I was in a whole nother world about an hour later, and we've never discussed that. So Billy, if you're listening, I think you slipped me some Molly one time. I'm on to you.
Yeah, you got to watch him, man.
Definitely.
Tell those cult leaders
He definitely
get into
hit me
power.
with some fungus. He definitely hit me with some fungus when we were in Connecticut, and time of my fucking life, man. That was the time of my fucking life.
That's what it's all about.
Everything was cool until we had to beat him up after.
Nah.
Now I don't know how Billy Knox and his murder feel about us, but I know the night before everything was cool.
All good things must come to an end.
It's the way of the world. You guys are in the pro wrestling business, man. You can be partying and fighting shit within 2 minutes.
Oh, things get
with
real.
each other sometimes. With each other.
You two had any good fights? Any good blow ups? Have you come to blows or just yell at each other?
Oh, we've
only when money's involved.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If we're looking for somebody to beat up and there's no one available at that particular time, but there's work to be done and money to be made, Marcus Twist and DD Vice aren't afraid to go up against each other if no one else steps up.
Uh-oh.
That's a thing. It's happened more than once.
That I'd like to see. That I would like to see the prior matches. I would like to see the future matches.
Well, that's all.
One of those matches is on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, one of them's on YouTube the very first time, and then we should both have footage coming up soon.
Okay. Was that one of the RSW in your house, stay in your house shows?
That was Connecticut last
year.
Okay.
And that's what kicked off Saturday Night Special kind of being a thing.
I see.
So we went up against each other, and then we made the decision to. I don't think I can find anybody tougher than him. He can't find anyone tougher than me. So we went into business together. It's been working out ever since.
Oh, look at you! You guys got your own little Bryan Danielson, John Moxley respect story going on. Look at you.
Yeah. If there's anybody that either one of us respects, it's definitely each other. But every once in a while, we got tested.
For sure.
I feel
we have our. I believe I did talk to you about that. Our nice no ring death match.
Okay.
I should have that extremely soon. Put some clips on. I'll send you the whole thing whenever I get a way to get to it.
I'm waiting on that bad boy. Release the footage. Release the Saturday Night Special cut. Damn it.
Oh, that's it.
that whole show beginning to end is insane. So I mean, like, we want to see it just as bad as you do.
Oh yeah, that would kill me if I'd busted my ass and had a death match and go through all that and you can't see it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. That's a topic for another day. Man, get the footage out to the fans if you're listening.
Well, you know how it is, man. Everyone's got a vision.
Okay.
I don't want to push anybody into a product they're not happy with. Right. But I mean, like, at the same time, like, I like looking at it whenever no one else can look at it. It makes me feel special whenever I get to check out stuff like that on the DL.
For sure.
I mean, once I get that undercover footage, you're like, you've been the first person that I direct to it.
I appreciate it, and I'm not trying to push any buttons either. But I'm coming from a fan standpoint. It's a match I want to see, so I want to see it. Hook me up.
Hell yeah, brother.
You know.
It's really funny because the dude that booked us, he's like, do you guys care to fight each other? And we were both like, absolutely. And we get there and all the weapons and stuff are set up, and he's like, now remember, you guys don't have to kill each other. I was like, now man, listen, you're gonna have Bobby Beverly and Otis Kogar and Gory and MV Young on this show, and you're gonna tell me that we don't have to kill each other? Like, listen, yes, we do.
That's it. At some point, we're gonna have to talk to Cole about that.
It sounds like a banger. There's no doubt in my mind it is one. So, you guys are down to do the death match. You're down to do whatever match. I respect the hell out of it. What's as far as, okay, you're working together. What kind of tag team, what kind of specialty, what kind of stipulation would you like to work in the future against some hated opponents?
So I was just talking about this the other night. I would like to do a cage match. It's something I've never done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
that's
100%.
Like, I wanted to do that. I'd like to have like a 4-corner strap match. I don't know how we'd work that out with it being a tag match. I guess all 4 of us would just be strapped to each other, but that'd be something sick to go do.
It's happened. It's possible.
Yeah, we just got to find enough straps laying around. That's all. Got to hit up the local sex shop. Probably they definitely have enough leather straps. I'd say at least 3 or 4 of them.
And I know you guys know where all the sex shops are in the tri-state area, so there's no problem there.
Yes.
You got to. You got to know where they are so you can, whoever you decide to hang out with that night, you got to know what they like. And if you ain't got it on deck, got to go find it.
Got to keep them happy.
Yeah, you got to have places to cut promos, bud. You got to have places to cut
we
promos.
did cut some promos outside the sex shop in Morgantown.
the latest one with the cream pies and the good book, I said I just was thinking to myself, like, where they at Applebees, and they was like, can we bum this menu real fast? As a matter of fact, you got a pan with some whipped cream back there? Like,
I'll fill you in on it, because this is funny.
Okay.
So I took 2 menus from Applebee's.
Oh, shit.
The first one, I just kind of walked in, and I was like, hey, and it was my local Applebee's. It's not the Morgantown Applebee's, but my local Applebee's where I'm at.
Okay.
I walked in and I was like, hey, I got something going on. I wanted to see if I could snag a menu. And the girl was like, all right, well, let me check it out. So, now I know, I don't think anyone's going to come and try to shake me down for this menu or charge me for it. So that's why I'm telling the story.
Right.
She turns around and goes to talk to the manager, and I just took it and walked out of Applebee's.
But you told her.
So now everybody who listens to this has one twist over on me. You could blackmail me into something, I guess.
Applebee's most wanted.
Now, the second time that it happened, I forgot the first menu at my house.
Oh.
So we wrestled more recently. I talked to you about War for Territory whenever I was on the show last time.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out there representing AON. Well, it just so happens that the mall in Altoona has an Applebee's, and we were sponsored by Applebee's. The actual show was sponsored by Applebee's. So I walked in and didn't even have to give really much of a spiel at all. there was like some young bus boy just like in the middle of the conversation just hands me a menu. He's like, here you go, man. And that was it. Like, so we have 2 Applebee's menus. I think that's got to be the next sponsor. We got Little Vegas. We got to get PBR. We got to get Applebee's.
You guys are making moves.
I'm thinking of a. I've been thinking of a gimmick too. By the way, what if we just start like taking menus from Applebee's and signing them and like putting them on the merch table?
I mean, we could probably do that, but I feel like eventually Applebee's is going to catch on. They might have us like cut them off a piece.
Maybe take the menu, sign it, and give it back to Applebee's.
Maybe they if they were smart, they'd just hang it up on the wall.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
But we might be past that point. You might be on their shit list.
Yeah,
we'll get a cease and desist from Applebee's.
Damn, I'm not gonna get dollar margaritas.
Yeah, I think you gotta.
There's Applebee's all over the place, man. As long as we stay away from the Morgantown Applebee's, which is where we're billed from, we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's our local hangout. Little Vegas and the Morgantown Applebee's.
You can find them there all the time.
You never go to a strip club on an empty stomach, bud. You never go to a strip club on an empty stomach.
I'm not gonna lie though, my Fiesta Lime chicken kind of sucked ass. Like last time we were there, it was really dry. I'm sorry, Applebee's. I gotta shout you out. You guys gotta give up more of that Mexi Ranch.
Damn.
Yeah, subpar.
I've been to some strip clubs in West Virginia where it was a good thing I went with an empty stomach, bro. I remember this chick with acne all over her back, wondering why I didn't tip her. Ooh-wee.
She was on the gas, brother. She was on the gas.
Those are just growing pains. She'll get through it. Once she hits the 3rd trimester, that acne goes right away.
Good Lord. All right. To bring the thing, kind of wrangle things in here and bring it back to the sport we love called professional wrestling. Has there been any matches recently that you really enjoyed watching from the back? Some good matches that really stuck with you that you got a kick out of. You were there in the back and you got a kick out of the match.
I really liked watching. I saw Jason Kincaid and Bob Evans.
Okay.
Brutal Bob Evans. That was a really good match.
Was that VCW?
No, that was RSW in Connecticut. Our first year, whenever we went up there, we got to see that.
Okay.
We're obviously like going to be huge Jason Kincaid fans, but more recently we had a Brutal Lala at Fuzz.
Ruthless. Ruthless. She will knock your fucking head off if you get her name wrong.
What was it? What did I say? Brutal.
Ruthless. You said brutal.
Oh, well, she is brutal, though. She's like our aunt.
Yeah, but she's ruthless.
She's ruthless. She could come over and clothesline me. I'm sorry.
And speaking of which, I want to apologize to both of you because for whatever reason in my brain, every so often, I've probably done it this interview and you probably were too nice to tell me. For some reason, I call you guys the Midnight Special. Because I know it has something to do with fucking. And a lot of fucking.
Dude, that's real funny because like we really like Bobby Eaton. Like I mean, like we were using the Midnight Express's finisher for a while, the rocket launcher. We did that for a while.
So you can understand the confusion.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh yeah.
I even saw where you had retweeted a clip that I put out, and I was looking at the retweet, and it said the Midnight Special. And I was like, come the fuck on. Like, I'm supposed to be a professional here. Come on now.
I'll tell you, man, we all bumble and stumble. If we can forgive you, Lala can forgive me.
There you go. It's all about forgiveness.
I don't know, man.
We'll just make sure she never hears it. But, I mean, like, that match in between Lala and Phineas McMichael was kick-ass. Let's get back.
Hell yeah.
Now we're back on. That was after our match at Fuzz Fest.
Okay.
So once we went and got our beers, we came back, got to hang out in the crowd and watch it a little bit and rub some elbows. I mean, hold on one sec. Let's rewind this shit back. We went and fucking saved her ass. So why would she get mad if I messed up her nickname? If it wasn't for us, she'd have a broken freaking neck like Kurt Angle.
That's
forgot all about that because
That's
we were
fair.
drinking. Yeah. I forgot all about that because we were knee deep in beers.
I tried to save her and almost forgot to put my beer down. Like literally almost climbed into the ring, beer still in hand, unopened, and then put it down to help her to the back and lost my beer. So I do tend to hold that over her head, but the fact that she could most definitely kick my ass, we'll just sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, you'll let it go.
I laid down the beer and a tag title to go in there and help her. So if she's mad, next time I'll hold on to the beer and the belt.
And that's another thing I wanted to run by you. We've had this conversation before, but since we got listeners, what's the importance of having fun in wrestling? Yes, you have to take things serious, but how important is it to make sure you're having fun?
You go first, Dee Dee. I've been taking all the questions first. You go first. I'll go after you.
I actually was just thinking about this earlier today. Like, we, as a tag team, like, the big thing, like, with, like, the older guys in the business is, like, this is a serious thing. And, like, I most definitely take wrestling seriously. Like, I've, put wrestling before relationships. I put wrestling before, like, jobs, like, actual shoot jobs, like... So, like, for somebody to tell me that I don't take wrestling seriously, like, blow me, first and foremost. But, like, there's nothing more fun to me than, like, going out and, like, having a blast with the fans and, like, on the way to the ring and, like, high-fiving people. Like, one of my favorite things is, like, on the way to the ring. Like, if I don't smack a butt or two on the way to the ring, like, then I just might as well not even show up.
All right, so I'll follow that.
That's kind of become our thing.
Yeah, man. Well, that's like I always tell everybody. There's a seriousness to the business, but if we played 110% by that seriousness, we would have never really found ourselves in our niche. I mean, our personalities are who we are out there in front of people. So I mean, like if we treated it 100% serious all the time, you wouldn't get the funny promos, you wouldn't get like the funny interactions. I mean, like whenever we go to start matches, we have rock paper scissors to see who stays in. Like it's small fun stuff that you see every time you come out and watch a show. I mean, like, and you have to have a little bit of humor in it. Like even the scariest movies have humor at the beginning. The kids are all joking around before they all get murdered. Like. That's just I feel like everything belongs in wrestling. It's not just seriousness all the time.
Exactly. And as a fan,
I will
go ahead.
I'll bring it up because it's part of my gimmick now, I suppose. But like I will equate wrestling to porn. Like there's something out there for everybody, and if you don't enjoy a certain part, you don't have to watch it. There's literally something out there for everybody.
Makes sense to me. Or food, we could say too. But yeah.
If you're not like a dirty bird like either
tomato,
food.
And what about the importance of the fans? Marcus was telling me you guys have fans that follow you from show to show. It really seems like you love your fans. But how important are the fans to what's going on?
At the end of the day, man, go ahead.
No, I was about to say the exact same thing you were going to say, but we don't practice saying stuff at the same time like brotherly love does, so we can't really coordinate like that.
Right.
But if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be there, man. You owe everything you got to the fans.
They're the ones buying the tickets, and at the end of the night, I mean, that's where your check comes from.
For sure. And I appreciate that you guys see that and respect that, because there's wrestlers out there that could give two shits. They're going to get their set amount, and they're going to be in and out. And I was talking about on another podcast, you're going to have wrestlers that are going to mug you if you don't buy their t-shirt. But it seems like you guys are in it for the love of the game, and you seem to love your fans. So I respect the hell out of it.
Oh, it's absolutely, man. I both do it. We interact with everybody. I mean, like, if you go to a show and you see us, like, come up and talk, come get a picture, come bullshit. That's why we're there.
Absolutely.
For sure. And Saturday,
it doesn't matter what side of it doesn't matter what side of the card we're on. It's like you either pay to come and hang out with us, or you pay to watch us get our asses beat. Like, at the end of the day, usually that doesn't happen, but you come to see us, and we're very grateful for it.
Yeah, I agree. I was just about to tell the story. We held up an entire line at an Annie Ann's to take pictures with people. Like at mall show up in Johnstown. We were just like, well, you guys are going to have to wait because we got people walking up, and I'm not losing my spot in line, because if there's one thing I like more than wrestling and booze, it's food. I don't try to hide it.
This is true.
Pictures.
man, you mess with somebody getting their pretzels, though, man, that's heat.
No, that's my.
Yeah, but they ain't going to do anything about it.
Nah, everyone was real cool about it. We're real nice, understanding people most of the time. So we try to hit people with the courteousness that we would expect if we were in the same situation.
Hell yeah. And that translates. You can tell you guys are good dudes. There's an avid listener of my show that hasn't watched wrestling since the Attitude Era. And he happened to hear the podcast with Marcus. And dude's not even a wrestling fan. Just you talking. He's looking for matches of yours now on YouTube and things of that nature. So just know that you're affecting somebody. It shows, and somebody's recognized it. I recognize it, and like I say, my subscribers have recognized it too.
Dude, we should shout him out. You should give him a little bump.
Well, his name's Lawrence.
For sure.
His name's Lawrence. I told you guys I had a surprise for you. I just shot the text. Let's give it a few minutes.
Get out.
He might just pop up here. He might have.
We brought him back into business, and now we got him doing podcasts.
It was y'all that did it, man. And he was so excited, he might have even popped in here at 5:59, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. The tag team champions are coming. Your picture's going to be on the screen. What are you doing? I literally had to kick him off Discord because he couldn't figure out how to close it. But I just shot the text. Let's see if he gets it, and he should be joining it. But yeah, he was so anxious about it, which I was like, man, what if you would have just popped in the middle of my interview, man? But it is what it is. He's excited. He's coming to the show Saturday. Uh-oh. Lawrence, are you with us?
Oh!
What the hell is going on? Look, if your audience ain't Spooky Loon, what the fuck are they doing?
I just told them these guys brought you back to professional wrestling. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
You're coming to the show Saturday, right?
Yeah, oh, dude, I can't wait. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to watch you guys wrestle and to meet you guys in person for sure.
Hell yeah, man. We really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
Appreciate the love for sure. I'm excited. There's gonna be cheese whiz. There's gonna be cream pies. Shit's gonna get thrown all over the place. We're making it.
Let's get it.
They told us we're not allowed. We're still doing it.
Oh fuck yeah.
We're Saturday night special. We tend to do what we want. It's a lot easier. I live by this motto. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
I like it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Spook, thanks so much for allowing me to hop in, man, and get a chance to visit with you again and talk to these fine gentlemen.
For sure, man. I know you had a few questions you wanted to ask them, man. I've been talking their ear off. I've had about enough of them. No, I love them. They've been talking my ear off, and I'll give you the floor, Lawrence. You got any questions or anything? I'm just gonna sit back and just observe the beauty of fucking pro wrestling, man. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah. Well, first off, I just wanted to say, as far as Dee Dee, I haven't had a chance to like listen to you yet, but Marcus specifically, I just wanted to say, like, really the thing that's brought me back kind of into the fold and to become a fan, I got to be honest, to be a fan of yours is I don't have a lot of tape to go by. Let's say your body of work. You're very difficult to find. I don't know if your promoters are like fucking you guys out of like putting videos up so I can watch you, but the main thing that really like resonated with me, man, is just how fucking humble you come across, and like he and I talked about before in the previous podcast that I appeared on, just like how people, you know, when you start out, you got to remember where you come from, right? You got to remember your roots and shit, and I get that from you. Like I can tell that you're never going to forget where people have allowed you to get to in your career now, and these, you know, these higher, like, you know, basically echelons will say that you're going to reach, that I know that you guys are absolutely going to get to. So first and foremost, man, that's what's bringing me to you guys as a fan and getting me back into wrestling. So I appreciate that for sure.
I appreciate it too, man. Yeah, you definitely got to exercise being humble and be good to the people that are around you whenever you're at the beginning, because you never know who's going to be around at the end, you know?
Absolutely, man. And the couple questions that I had. Okay, first off, question number one, I'm really curious about, is just something real simple, like what was the driving force for you, like, you know, when you were younger, watching, you know, older, you know, wrestling, whether it was WWF, WWE, you know, independent wrestling organizations and whatnot? What was that drive that set forth? And this is a question really for both of you guys. What was the driving force that set in motion this fact that, you know what, man, like, I'm so passionate about this and I want to like see about pursuing this as a career?
I'll go first since you've listened to me first, and I get to pick. We can't rock paper scissors to answer questions. I wish we could.
Sorry, Dee Dee.
But
no, you're good, man. You're good. He's the talker, anyways.
Yeah, I like talking. Everyone knows that. I'm the talker. He's the worker. I'm the talker. Okay. Whenever I was growing up, I watched a lot of Bret the Hitman Hart. I shared like a love and a passion for wrestling. I watched it like with my grandpap. A lot of WCW, a lot of WWF, and like whenever I was a kid, I didn't recognize what was good and what wasn't. So whenever I started out, I liked the goofy joke gimmicks. That was like one of my favorite parts about it. The outfits, the costumes, the knockoffs. Like I was just talking about it the other day about how like some of my favorite wrestlers were like Max Moon and The Goon and Adam Bomb, like, and that eventually like transitioned into like watching the good matches, because I was so little, I probably didn't even understand it, what I was watching at first. But as time went by and I got older and I got like certain tastes, I had I kind of had like a split where I liked gimmicks and I liked good wrestling.
Okay.
So, like, my top two favorite wrestlers of all time are Bret the Hitman Hart and the Ultimate Warrior. Those are two those are really, really different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, sharing that and, like, growing up with it, sharing that with my grandpap, who passed away a couple years ago, unfortunately, never got to see me wrestle, and then just kind of falling back into the business, all those memories, and then, like, having a driving force, having a good support system, having a good tag team partner. I mean, like that's what pushed me.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a number of things. It's family. It's the people you surround yourself with in the locker room. You never know if it's going to work out or not. Whenever I first started, I had no idea where I'd be.
Right.
But once I kind of got in the swing of things and we got everything figured out, that good support system and everybody around me like pushed me to want to do more and more and more. And the more that we do, the more we end up wanting to do.
Sure.
So I mean, like that's the driving force for me. That's where it comes from.
Oh yeah, man. And my sincerest condolences on your loss, man.
Oh hey, yeah, that's it. He'd be proud.
He'd
He's
be
watching.
bitching the entire time, but he'd be proud.
He's watching.
Fair enough. All right, Dee, you got the floor, man. Same question.
Honestly, man, like my story goes like literally hand in hand with Marcus's,
Okay.
man. Like my grandpa was the reason I started watching wrestling. Like I have,
Gotcha.
I have his name tattooed underneath the wrestling mask on my arm. Like I've been watching wrestling ever since I could sit in front of a TV. And because I watched it with my grandpa, who had been a wrestling fan since like the 60s, like he would tell me about going to like Canton, Ohio to see like Pampero Firpo and like all the old guys wrestle. And
Nice.
so like I will say that like Marcus is definitely the 90s guy and
Okay.
I'm definitely the 80s guy. Like my two favorite wrestlers are Randy Savage and Dusty Rhodes. Like I like
Okay.
the guys that like, you hear a promo and you're like, wow, like it gets you like you're there.
Yeah.
So like I mean I enjoy like the bright colors and stuff too of the 90s. Like I love the Ultimate Warrior as far as like dude had we'll say the dude had one of the coolest entrance themes like in the game.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like my grandpa passed away a few years ago, so like he didn't get to see me like in my prime, I guess you could say. Like I fun fact, and not a lot of people know this. I actually, before I was ever trained, before I had any business being close to a wrestling ring, a dude, I won't mention any names, but a promoter had a wrestling match in my hometown of Kingwood, West Virginia, and
Okay.
only 2 wrestlers showed up. Like, dude had Kevin Nash on the card. Only 2 wrestlers actually showed up. So
Oh, wow, that's
the
good.
promoter's freaking out, and he's like, man, like, I don't have anybody to work. Like, so me and a dude that I went to school with, like, went to the locker room and were like, hey, man, looks like you need some wrestlers. And, he brought us in the back and asked us, like, the questions that you would ask somebody that thinks that they know how to work.
Okay.
And luckily I had some people in my life that had bought me tapes that like I had studied even from a young age. So like I kind of knew what I was doing, but had again, I had no business being in a wrestling ring at all. Like jeans and Air Force Ones, like, but my grandpa got to see my first match, but not my actual first match.
Yeah.
But like I'll tell people all the time, like I hear every time before I leave the curtain, like I can hear my grandpa in my ear, like, telling me to kick ass before I ever leave the curtain.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. That's beautiful. Absolutely.
That is. That's awesome. That's good shit. Again, pro wrestling is fucking beautiful. Look at us. You fucking brought a fan back that hasn't watched since the Attitude. You guys are on Attitude Era status. Brought him back.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It was absolutely
I would say if Saturday Night Special were like an era of wrestling, we would probably most definitely be like the Attitude Era, like NWO era. Like that's where we would be if like given a time frame to be like big.
Gotcha.
That's I always fuck around and tell
I feel like
everybody
we really
we're both
embody-
Marty Jannetty.
Well,
Nice.
We're
He's
both
Marty
Marty.
Jannetty from the 80s. I'm Marty Jannetty now.
If he hasn't kept you guys too long, you mind if I pick your brains for a couple other questions?
Oh no, man, go ahead.
No, absolutely.
Are you cool with that, Spig?
yeah, I just wanted to add it to the Attitude Era and everything. I've been preaching it from the mountaintops. The Attitude Era was great. Everybody says it was the greatest time in wrestling. We are at a point where we are about to bypass that. So you guys keep doing what you're doing, and people are going to say, attitude what? And I'm serious. Wrestling is at that point. We've got competition. It's on TV. It's all over the internet. We're ready for another boom. I think we're at the beginning of it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got this.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna both be Marty Jannetty on AEW.
There
you go.
Hey, man. Just leave your
boy.
stepdaughter alone. And don't murder people and tell people about it either.
All right, so I got another couple questions. Like I said, if you guys don't mind, I can pick your brain.
Yeah, man, that's fine.
Sweet.
No,
Okay,
absolutely.
awesome, man. So I got one, and this will be for both of you guys, because again, I'm just learning about you guys, and like I said, like, please, if you can somehow find links, if you got to get them to Spook, to get them to me, man, where I can find some more of your matches, it'd be great to be able to see more of your body of work, because I've not had a chance but just to watch one. So with that being said, I will tell you, Marcus, the one match that I got to see you in was against Canaris Morrow.
Okay. Yeah, that was at ICS.
Yes, ICS, International Combat Sports, am I right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what I found out, and Spooky made me aware of this, it shows you how out of the game I am. He said that a 20-second count out is actually pretty common, and I didn't realize that. So I had a question for you specifically about your time, or well, both of you guys really, and your time in different wrestling promotions. Have either of you ever had a match, whether tag team or solo, that either you or your opponent was actually counted out, and what happened in that match to transpire to that end result?
See, I've never had a count out in that match,
Okay.
but like in any match.
Okay.
But to make it interesting,
Okay.
we've both worked at a lot of different promotions all over the tri-state area, and you do have different rules at every single one of them. So that 20 count on the outside at ICS is not the same as the 10 count at RSW. It's not like it's going to vary from promotion to promotion. At one point, RSW adopted like, what was that, 1970s NWA rules?
Okay.
Where like you couldn't even throw anybody
74
over
NWA
the top rope.
Okay.
Yeah, like we adopted like rules there for a long time, where it was you couldn't throw the guy over the top rope. I don't know if there was a 20 count in place, because we don't normally. We've gotten more comfortable now.
Okay.
But we normally don't take it to the outside very often. I mean, it would have to be like a very it's more of a personal thing whenever you make it to the outside like that. I know that me and Canaris Morrow, whenever we had our match, and whenever we've had matches with the good guys in the past, there's been tons of outside brawling. But I mean, like we save it for, you know what I mean? Whenever it's a personal vendetta. It's not just a contest.
Gotcha.
A lot of our stuff, and I mean, like, I know a lot of it goes through Facebook. We do a lot of indiewrestling.us. There's a lot of pay-per-views with us on it.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, anywhere from, like, 2PW, VCW. I'm pretty sure that we have, like, other stuff that's available through, like, other websites. I'll have to link you to a couple. But, I mean, I know that we do more pay-per-view than we don't do pay-per-view at this point.
Okay, I got you. Speaking of the Canaris Morrow fight, and I want to just kind of chime in something about that, too. By the way, shout out to Canaris for the match, but you're a cheating bitch, Canaris. I saw your feet on the But other than that, I was curious, had you ever faced another opponent in the ring, and again, this will be for either of you, that was more flamboyant? Because I saw that man walk up and blow flowers in your face, my dude, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought he was like the second coming of Adrian Adonis or something.
I'm pretty sure that's where he gets that from. I mean, and it looks good on him, man.
Adrian Street, actually. Adrian Street is where Canaris Morrow's gimmick comes from.
Okay.
I always mix those two up. I don't know. Well, that's a different era for me entirely. But it's Adrian Street. That's what it is. Man, I hate to like keep bringing up Paulie, but because I feel bad. I feel like we've talked about Paulie a lot and like what could be perceived as a negative. But Paulie with the hugs. The hugs, the stuffed animal, the Daisy Dukes.
Oh no.
We've wrestled well, there's two members of the LGBTQ community that we've gone up a couple times now at this point. It's the Runway.
Okay.
So that'd be Tyler and Calvin. Those guys are always like really fun to go up against. They have like Louis Vuitton gear. It's designer, it's Gucci. We're fabulous. So, I mean, like, to answer that question, we've gone up against some people with some pretty colorful gimmicks, but we're pretty colorful ourselves.
Okay. Cool. I dig that. Now I got maybe a final question for you guys. I kind of was thinking about this last night because, again, I'm just now starting to follow you guys. Have you at any point in your careers been heel? And if the answer to that is no, and you ever decided to turn like a heel persona, who would you model it after?
So I'm just going to take all these questions because I like them all.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's, once we're done with
I thought about it for a little bit.
once we're done with our match on Saturday, if Dakota or like Dee wants to fight about it, that's fine. We can get down.
Damn.
But
I'll field this one after you're done. I'll let you have it first, and then I'll field it. I'll fill in the blanks.
All right,
okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's but for the most part, I mean, like we've worked babyface at a lot of different places, but
Okay.
we've worked heel maybe I would say a handful of times, and most of that work is at VCW. I think it's just because we have a chip on our shoulder for one reason or another. Their management just kind of pushes us over the edge. So that's why we go out there and we don't play nice.
Okay.
We didn't play nice with Mount Killpiss. We haven't played nice with the Rad Boys, and we don't plan on playing nice whenever we go back in December.
They killed his
That
possum,
being
Rich.
said,
What's that?
They killed
Okay,
his
go.
possum right in front of the fans, man.
Oh
Ripped it
yeah,
apart.
we murdered
I sure as
Father's
fuck
imaginary
did.
friend.
Are you sure that possum was already playing dead? They're known to do that.
No, they
Well,
ripped it into shreds.
I ripped its fucking head off.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Damn.
yeah, like it's that imaginary friend is not an imaginary or a friend anymore.
Damn.
But we have we've gone to a couple different places. I don't know if I should like shout out the company that we kind of had ourselves like a little bit of an incident in the office. And I might have talked a little more shit than I probably should have.
Uh-oh.
But we've most of the places out of the 3 places that we've worked heel, one of those places is probably never going to have us back, and I'm totally okay with that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
It's because
That was the blank that I was going to fill in.
I was
Fill it
going to
in.
say we don't play nice, and sometimes whenever you don't play nice, people don't want you to come back because they like to play nice and easy, and we don't do that.
DD
Okay.
sounds like he wants to elaborate. I hate to instigate here, but I'm all ears.
Oh, if you want to instigate them, we could go into the entire thing and
Let's
just make
do
it a
it.
whole like.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm on you guys' time, man. Whatever's whatever. Let's get it.
Yeah, so I don't mind being an asshole. If DD
So
wants to throw it out there, it'll go ahead.
Because of our work with VCW
Okay.
and how big of douchebags, as the guy would say, I won't mention the name of the promotion, and
Okay.
I won't mention the name of the guys that we went up against. But
Alien versus Predator.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's what we named them.
So we get invited to come to this place, and literally before like we ever like meet the guys that we're going up against or anything, like the promoter and the office tells us like, you guys go out and be yourselves, be those fucking douchebags. And so we were like, okay, dope.
Right.
And it's at a bar, so like there's no this show's at a bar, so there's no stop sign at this point. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
they set
okay, well, we
themselves
can
up
be
for this shit.
Right.
full fucking like we can be full heel Saturday Night Special. Like this was not a family show. There were kids there, and that's cool, but this was not a family show. Like we didn't even come from the locker room. Like we came from the bar. And when we got done with our match, we didn't go back to the locker room. We went back to the bar. And during the course of this match, these guys that we are wrestling, they try to do a move, and the one guy falls out of his fucking shoe and drops his partner and misses me by a mile. So like I roll out of the ring and I'm just laughing my ass off at these guys. And I look over and like Marcus and I make eye contact, and we're like, oh, we're fucking these guys up. But because like we're businessmen, we finished the match and we gave the promoter what he wanted, but after the match, like, we fucked these guys up. Like, they told us, like, you know, make these guys look like baby faces. Make sure people know that these are the good guys. So we most certainly made sure that they knew that we were not the nice guys. Like, I threw beer on people. I told a girl that her dad went to get cigarettes and was never coming back. Like,
oh shit. Damn.
If we want to get a little like NC-17, like camera side, and I'll find the video and send it to Lou. I think it might be on Indie Wrestling, but I'll try to find the video and send it to Lou. Camera side, like hard cam side, I stop mid match because this dude's just yelling, and I look him in the face and I go, if I was your dad, I would have shot you on your mom's chin.
Oh, shit.
Like, no breaks. Like, if you give us the opportunity to be assholes, like, Marcus will tell you, we're the only tag team, we're probably the only wrestlers out there that, like, they tell you, like, the best, like, gimmicks are, like, yourself turned up to 11. But, like, we have to be the only guys that have to, like, dial it back.
Wow.
Because if we don't get invited back places.
Yeah, that was a good time. I jumped off the apron once that guy dropped his partner, and I looked over at everybody as motherfucking me since I walked out, and I was just like, man, look at this guy. Can't even fucking tie his shoes. Wants to win a wrestling match. How about that?
Nice.
So it sounds like there was some fallout with The Office after that. Am I right? Like, they didn't like it, or what?
They didn't like it, and we both pretty much said we didn't give a shit.
Yeah. We're all about doing business, but like, if you've never been in my boots, don't tell me how to do my job.
Right.
Yeah, if you decide to book Heel Saturday Night Special, this goes out to every Fed out there. Just remember, you're getting what you paid for.
That's right.
We're going to get our money's worth too, buddy.
Yeah, so I didn't come there to fucking do what you said. I'm going out there to do what I want.
Nice.
Never change. Please never change.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Y'all got me super hyped to watch you guys on Saturday for sure, man.
We're excited to have you there. We're excited to have everybody there.
For sure,
RSW
man.
5-year anniversary. Come watch Saturday Night Special. KG's fucking Birds, Brotherly Love. We're going to ground both of them.
Go Birds.
Nice.
They're going to drown in cream pie and cheese whiz.
This is the first of hopefully many shows at Fairmont State University's campus.
Nice.
Listen, nothing screams Saturday Night Special more than a bunch of drunk sorority girls. So, like,
yeah.
Hopefully that this is like a small taste of things to come.
Oh yeah, so this is the first time you guys are doing this there at that venue?
Yeah, this will be the very first one, and if I'm not mistaken, I feel like the anniversary show is kind of like our WrestleMania now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of crazy shit planned. It's not just us. We might be the main attraction for some or most, but it's not just us.
Yeah, they got a dog collar match coming up, 2 out of 3 falls match, 4-way.
Nice.
It's a stacked card.
Now, with you guys being tag team champs of this particular organization, it's RSW, right? That you wrestle for now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a non-title match or a title match?
No, this is a title match.
Oh no, this is absolutely on the titles.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm excited. It gives us a reason to work a little harder.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, pretty much from here on out, like pretty much any match that gets booked for you guys, at least with this particular organization, I take it will be a title match.
Yeah, for the most part at RSW, we have like our title matches going on, but from what I hear on the grapevine, we might have number 1 contenders matches coming up at another company.
Okay.
So I'll have to keep Lou updated on that.
Do an expedition of gold like some of the greats have done. And
I'm trying to look like fucking Ultimo Dragon.
no doubt.
Hell yeah, boy.
No doubt. But at the same time, Tim Cross, every match, give the boys a break, man. They don't got to defend the belts every time, man. They don't always have to be a championship match. There's such a thing as an exhibition. Shoot, man, he's working you guys too hard. I hope you're getting paid well.
Oh, I wish he'd he could bring in somebody friendly that wanted to just wrestle for the sport, but he brings in all these bloodthirsty young bucks.
And these maniacs.
You guys are starting to sound like fucking Roman Reigns and fucking Brock Lesnar. It's like every time you turn around, it's like they're fighting for the title. They're fighting for the title. It's like, damn, give someone else a break.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
But
to be completely fair, Remy LeVay and Zeke Mercer are both fighting champions too. So at least it's not just us.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
That's true. It's going to be a good show Saturday.
I will say Zeke Mercer gets a whole lot more nights off than we do.
Zeke Mercer's been going through some shit. I'm not gonna lie. That's Remy's had it easy. Here and there, like the past couple months. Remy had it rough for a little while, and then it's cool. But Zeke has literally had it shitty every single time for a while.
Well, Remy's got his hands full
Yeah.
Saturday.
And you guys' times off when you actually get a break, from doing this. Married, kids, like to know a little bit about you guys' backgrounds as far as that go. Are either you married? You have children?
Yeah, man, I'm married. I actually had to skip out on a wrestling show because my first wedding anniversary will be September 23rd.
Congrats.
Oh, cool! Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you. And I have a son. He just turned 5 in July. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Well,
so
you get to
like
be my age, brother. I'm 50, and my daughter turned 18, and she's going to WVU now.
oh, holy shit! Yeah, I'm
Is she single?
shut up.
Oh, no, man. How old are you? Come on, Didi. I don't know you now.
Listen,
Inviting you into taking my daughter out, bro.
I'm playing.
I was gonna say we just got like a big fan.
baby.
Just got a big fan. We're about to undo that.
Well, speaking, I gotta go.
Nah, I'm playing.
Part of the family, Lawrence. Bring it home.
I wouldn't be Didi Vice if I didn't ask.
Believe it or not, I actually keep him out of trouble
But,
a lot more than you'd
I
like
mean,
to think.
Actually, I don't. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people it's been kept kind of low key just because of
I
like
know.
business.
I know what this
Like
is.
I try to keep my wrestling persona and my real life persona are two totally different people. But I do have a girlfriend, and we do have a kid on the way.
Hey, congrats,
after man. I'm trying to get her to I'm trying to get her to hold off until February so that like I can remember my kid and my tag team partners' birthdays. So, but we're looking at like end of January, beginning of February. I'll be dad vice after that.
Congrats.
Daddy Vice.
Fuck yeah, congrats. And that that allowed me to
but
breathe
the
a sigh of
party-
relief. Go ahead.
The party don't stop.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Hey,
We
that's-
still like we're still gonna keep doing our thing. Like I will tell you, my girlfriend is the most supportive person I have in my life.
Awesome.
and if
Just
somebody
in
made
case she isn't, I already have like fill-ins, so
Okay.
I'll hold the fort down while he's gone if he is gone. I've been having my own tryouts on the sneak.
Gotcha. Well, at least Didi, I can breathe a
Listen.
sigh of relief and know that you're not going to try to go after my daughter. You stay the fuck away from my daughter, bro.
Listen,
And if somebody made it this far,
your
into
book
the
is his healed.
interview,
I most certainly hit on your daughter.
Hey, don't you dare.
And I'll tell you
Kylie,
both.
he's joking, baby. Stay at Fairmont or stay at WVU. Don't ever come to a show. I'm sorry.
You ain't allowed to be a fan of wrestling because of DD Vice.
Sleazeball.
Hey, turn me on, turn me loose.
Jeez Louise. Well, hey, you guys, that's the real Saturday night special. I think that's a little reward for folks that made it this far into the interview. We just kayfabe out the window right there. It kind of blew my mind. I didn't even know that shit. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, dude, I knew, and I knew it was coming. You could tell because he started stuttering. He wasn't Joe Smooth whenever he was gearing up for it.
Well, I'm going to tell you both. You said yours is 5. You've got one on the way. Man, that first day of kindergarten's going to rape your soul. It's going to rip your heart apart. You're going to cry like you never cried in your life.
Oh, brother, my kid starts kindergarten next year.
Oh, you're going to cry. I've been through it 3 times. My youngest just started a few weeks ago. Oh, it's terrible.
I'll tell you, man, bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Well, but
that's what they say.
He's not with us anymore, so I don't know.
He got plenty of bad guys to take his place.
Yeah, that's right.
All
there
right,
you go.
Scott Hall.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll be bad.
Scott Hall would have been a fan of Saturday Night Special.
I agree.
Sounds like he would have been.
For sure.
We should call Kevin Nash and get him in on it. He can be the third.
There you go. Hey, Spook.
Yo.
Hey, Spook. I just wanted to ask real quick. Did you fill them in on that little convo you and I had last night?
There was a lot of the convo last night. Refresh me.
About the shit I was talking about I wanted to do, and to see if they were down with it. Is it okay if I mention that if you haven't?
Go ahead, because it escapes me, so it's okay with me. I trust in you.
So, guys, this is for both of you. Thought I want to let you know, as a kind of beginning YouTuber, content creator, been in this game for about 44 days or something. I was talking to Spook because I know how much love he has for wrestling and how much love he has for you guys and for people that represent independent wrestling and represent it in the right way like you guys clearly do. But still, Dee, stay the fuck away from my daughter. But anyway, so what I was thinking about was, so when the WWE 2K22 game came out, I started watching this guy's YouTube channel where he puts together like Royal Rumbles and shit, right? And he'll like literally create wrestlers and stuff. And I thought, as a way to kind of provide exposure for you guys, certainly, you can say no, but if you're interested in it, I wanted to set it up where Dee and I, Spooky and I, were actually talking about like doing like dual commentary kind of shit. And that's something I'm thinking about putting on my channel. And what it's going to be is literally created wrestlers that's only independent wrestlers. And I wanted to see if that was something you guys might be interested in. That would I could get with him to get pictures and shit, so I could like dial it in and like get people to look just like they do, what their special moves are and shit. And literally, it will only be showcasing independent wrestling.
And you guys will be the first.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah, you guys will be the absolute first, and it'll be something unique to my channel. And while I know people do some kind of shit like that, I don't think they're taking it a little bit further down to these young bucks like you guys that are like putting in the fucking work and shit to fucking make a name for yourselves. And I would absolutely be honored to do something like that for you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm all about that. I definitely would not mind it.
Cool.
And when Lawrence says
that would be super dope. I
go ahead.
Fun. I'm the fact guy around here. Fun fact. So before Real Shoot Wrestling was ever like an actual wrestling promotion,
okay,
it all started as like a fan group on Facebook. Like Tim Cross and a lot of his like wrestling buddies and a few of the wrestlers that he knew were in a big discussion group on Facebook. And at one point, everybody in this group, wrestler or not, was made into a person on 2K, and they would have actual like pay-per-views and stuff like that. So like to be somebody who was a part of it then, and then like to actually be representing RSW as a champion is super dope. But like to be a part of that and to be able to help you out with that would be absolutely awesome. I would be honored to do that.
Dude, I would be absolutely honored for you guys to allow me to do that. And like I said, get with D as far as like, because again, I'm the last wrestling fan. For those of you guys that haven't seen it, see episode 4 on WrestleRoni Plus, and you'll find out. But I would absolutely be honored to do that. And looking at the graphics, man, of that game, they're amazing. Like some of these people that this guy has created, I mean, like shit, like, you know, fucking Will Smith and shit and Chris Rock fighting each other after like they had the big fucking thing at the, you know what I mean? Like at the fucking Oscars and shit. Like, I will do my due justice to make it look just fucking like you guys. I will set up fucking pay-per-views, past, present, future, whatever. And yeah, I would love to do that. And I'd love for you guys to be involved in that. And like get with Lou to let him know any additional people that you think should be included in the game, so I'm able to represent them too, whether they're within the same Fed or someone, you know, that like you guys admire, you know, currently or in the past.
Hell yeah, man. I'm super about it. I love video games. That's something that we haven't talked about yet. I'm a big video game guy.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And when Lawrence says Lou, or when Lawrence says D, believe it or not, I what's my name, Lawrence? Double D, right? I am a DD as well.
Double D too.
There,
We got 2 double Ds.
Yeah.
Well, 2 double Ds are definitely better than 1.
There you go. And also, I gotta point out, you'll hear in the podcast he and I've done. I noticed it a lot in the last podcast that I know he struggles with calling me by my middle name so bad. He's like, "What do you think, Lawrence?" Because he's not used to saying that. So I'll let you guys in on my real name. You can call me Rich. My name's actually Rich. I just use Lawrence as Let's Plays because I like the way it sounds and it's my middle name.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that. We know some names around
Everybody
here.
has to have a gimmick, baby.
There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
we know a couple names.
Can you believe my name's not Luke Harpenbarker? Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know a couple guys on the DL what their real names are, and it would shock you because they definitely don't look like what their name for sure. But you can't get that deep into kayfabe.
Hey, you
Dakota finally picked up on that. That's what's up.
Well, so for future reference, anytime you guys want to communicate with me, it's fine. You can call me Rich.
All right,
instead of calling me by my middle name, it's actually Rich.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys know Billy's real name?
Yes, we do, and that was one of the names I was just talking about.
That's what he's talking about. Oh shit!
I will not say it out loud because he'll murder me.
Yeah, he'll get so fucking mad. I hope he doesn't even listen to this.
I don't think he does. Don't worry. I don't think he does.
I know Derek Topsy doesn't listen to the last one.
Right?
Yeah, we gotta hide this one from Billy. He can't.
Yeah, Marcus and Billy had a death match, or planning on having a death match. Billy's looking forward to that. Marcus and DD had a death match recently.
Okay.
And when we say death match, we're talking barbed wire, bulbs. It gets wild.
Oh, okay. Can I get the reveal as to who won if I can't find the link to watch?
If I couldn't get it, I'm calling that shit. He wouldn't tell me. So I
can't give up that much information. But we'll definitely make sure that whenever that's out, because we're still waiting on footage. I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, when I talked to D, the other double D, he was telling me that, like, yeah, it seems like you guys have a lot of issues with your promoters and, like, getting your shit up.
For the most part, well, just me personally, because we've kind of went the way of FTR by keeping, like, our Facebooks and Instagrams and Twitters and everything's kind of separate. So I just post clips and try to promote where you can buy said pay-per-view. I mean, like, I know that, like, we got a lot of stuff on like Facebook. Like, RSW offers a lot of, like, stuff on Facebook, but I know that we have, like, an insane backlog they need to get caught up on.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with, like, management switching up. Things have been a little hectic on those guys. So I try not to get on them too much.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, because I have footage that no one has.
Right.
That I haven't sent to anybody. I haven't posted anything because I want to get the Roman cameras, and I mean, like I have hard cam footage, or I have roaming camera footage, and I don't have hard cam footage. So I try to at least post, like clips and stuff. But I'll have to hook Lou up with like a link.
Yeah,
so
man, I
we
appreciate
can get you on that. Like what is out there? Because there is a lot out there, but I mean, like not a lot of it's available, like through normal means like YouTube.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you put Saturday Night Special in. It's just like Leonard Skinner. That's it. I'm like, oh, okay. That's not a wrestling match.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you gotta go to the dark web to get the Saturday Night Special matches.
Yeah, we're so underground, dude.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong with it.
That's what a Saturday Night Special is.
That's
Nobody
right.
knows what it is.
Nobody
Everybody
knows
wants
what it is. Everyone wants one. No one knows what it is.
Except for Rich's 18-year-old daughter. Let her get her education.
Jesus.
Hey.
Okay, listen. So, your daughter is safe. Because it's mom's for me.
Okay.
I'm a married man.
Only because, like, I anything that you find that has DD Vice on it also says that it's your mother's favorite wrestler.
Nice. So MILF approved, huh?
They don't call me. They
MILF
don't call me the
tested
hit
and
it and quit it
approved.
kid for nothing.
Okay.
Do not bring my wife to the show.
Moms have
I feel like
moms
wives
have
are
the
probably
best
safe.
snacks, bro.
Bro, you can bring my wife to the show and you can keep her ass. You want to spit some game to my wife, DD? Go right ahead, buddy. You can have that.
He ain't shy either. He would.
If she shows up, I make no promises.
Okay, fair enough.
Mamas, if you're listening, September 17th, Fairmont State. Be there. With bells on, bitch.
Oh, shit. I can't wait.
No doubt. I'm super excited.
I think we're basically at like less
Who
than
else is on
48
this
hours.
card? Who else is on this card that you guys would like recommend?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, you should really watch like these guys.
I would absolutely watch.
Oh, dude, everybody on this card is very much like everybody on the card is definitely worth a view.
Okay.
I got favorites. I definitely
Gotcha.
I'm a big Remy
same.
LeVay fan.
Yeah.
Remy LeVay is a good brother.
Oh, Remy LeVay's a good brother for sure.
Okay.
And Zeke's
Cool.
good. When I went to the RSW show in July, I wasn't familiar with a majority of the talent. And I walked away from that show saying, well, I got to look up this dude, and I've been following most of the roster, and it's a damn solid roster. They got a damn solid crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it up, Lawrence. I've kept these guys for 1 hour, 28 minutes. I appreciate the shit out of your time, guys. You got bigger fish to fry than me. I appreciate you being humble, and I hope I could do a little bit of something for you here with my special surprise. I appreciate you joining, Lawrence.
Of course, man. It's my pleasure, man. My pleasure, and really appreciate having a chance to talk to both of you guys, and looking forward to watching your match and meeting you guys on Saturday.
Oh yeah, man, we can't wait.
For sure,
For
man.
more-
thanks
more-
for
way
being,
more than
thanks
one
for the
reason.
support, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I will tell you, before he cuts out of here, he warned me of kind of some of the wrestlers and pressing upon you to like spend your last dime. Trust that when I show up, Saturday Night Special is going to get a T-shirt purchased from me. I'll buy my first T-shirt from you guys.
Hell
Draw one
yeah,
up with a
brother.
marker if you got to. Shit, do it.
Yeah, any kind of support, even just coming to the show means the world, man. I appreciate it.
And to elaborate on what he was saying, we was having a podcast. It's not all wrestlers. It was a particular wrestler that pissed me off when I was trying to put over a movie he was in, and he was like, now you have to buy this movie. It's exactly what he said. He didn't say thanks for sharing,
Right.
thanks for this. He said, now you got to buy this movie. I was like, fuck you. And I still stand by fuck you. Don't get me fired up. It's been a very positive, beautiful experience. I wanted to elaborate. I'm all for the grind, for the hustle. I told him it's a very DIY business. You got to look out for number one. You got to make your money somehow because you guys aren't getting paid a whole lot. So you got to slang your merch or whatever you may do to make that extra money. But yeah, it was just a particular wrestler that said I had to do something. I don't have to do anything. I may just be a fan, but I'm still a man. I was flexing my nuts.
Hey, brother, sometimes you got to, though, because if you don't flex a little bit, some of these guys will take advantage of you. You don't want that. You got your own thing going, too. Got to watch out for number one.
I'll probably take an ass
Hey, Spooks, to
Saturday.
wrap this up, I just want to say I appreciate both of you guys, man, for taking the time to allow me to come in and talk to you, Spook. As always, thanks for inviting me in, and really looking forward to doing this collab, man. So expect more information coming soon about that. What I said about the independent wrestling thing, I definitely want to do that real soon.
See?
Hell yeah, man.
He's putting his shit over.
Hell yeah, man.
Fits right
Thanks
in.
again.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, I appreciate both of you guys, man. Thanks. I'm gonna jump off here.
All right.
Yes, sir. We'll see you Saturday, brother.
Yes, you will. Hey, take it easy, guys.
We'll see you Saturday, brother. Have a good one.
Thanks for
You
coming,
too, man.
Lawrence.
All right, bro. Later, man.
Later on, my man. And again, I appreciate you guys. I hope that brightened your day a little bit. Like I say,
Oh yeah, man. That was nice. That was a good surprise.
I do what I can, and it's all love and respect on my side too. So I'm looking forward to a good time Saturday. We're talking $15 for advance tickets, $10 to get in there at bell time, and by God, I'll be there.
Yeah, dude, it's
There's a meet and greet at 6:30, I do believe.
6:30.
Damn, we get to meet and greet people. Who we meeting?
Yeah, Zeke Mercer.
Damn, I'm trying to get a selfie or something with Zeke. That dude's exclusive. He's hard to get in with.
Trying to get a honk off of that Bobo, baby.
There you go.
Let me get a honk off that Bobo, Bubby.
You guys are a blast. I look forward to the invites there to come on again after the show. If you want to talk about things, how the show went, or whatever's on your mind, you always have a platform here. I promise you that.
Absolutely, dude. I'm excited to get back on here and talk about how we whoop brotherly love.
I'm excited for it too. Hell yeah.
It's definitely got to be a thing. Well, we'll give the audience like a little break because we've gave them a lot of Saturday night special. But once we come back on, we'll talk about everything. That's the game plan.
Hell yeah. Well, hopefully it's sooner than later. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, man. Us too. Man. I love being on the show.
Good. I love having you guys.
This is just as fun as being in the ring for me, man. Like, people actually give a shit about what I do. Like, that's crazy to me.
I've loved wrestling since I was 7 years old. Very similar story, and I like the independent wrestling because that'll get me on a whole half-hour rant. I've kept you guys long enough. Before I let you guys go, is there anything you want to say before you go?
I always got something. If I don't have anything to talk about, there's something wrong. So like how I always press it, man. Definitely support like your locals. Come out to a show. You see a flyer up in a gas station, check it out. Look it up online. If you're if you got a unique case and you got a lot of guys that are on pay-per-view, still go out to a show, check them out. This business wouldn't exist on this scale without people putting their asses in seats.
Yep.
So I mean, and you might find yourself,
absolutely,
might end up getting a little passionate about it. Maybe trying to go and be part of the business in some way. That's something that I didn't say last time. Is anybody could have a place in it. You don't have to be a wrestler. You could be
absolutely.
You could be a referee. You could be a camera guy. You could learn anything if you wanted to be, like behind the scenes. That's we need everybody,
Sure.
Hell yeah.
It takes more than just the engine to make the car go, brother.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, you need spark plugs and probably something else that makes a car run. I don't know too much about cars.
I don't either. And hey, speaking of which, let's just wait and see what happens to old Lawrence after he comes to the show Saturday. He's never been to a live wrestling show. I would bet my bottom dollar he's going to catch the bug.
Oh, dude! If he catches the bug, man, he seemed got some pretty solid questions. He's a good talker. Maybe he can get himself behind the booth.
There you go.
Maybe do some announcing for real.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm always down to do commentary myself. I'm happy with where I'm at with this podcast, talking to folks like yourself. We recently had a wrestler from Argentina. I'm not going to put myself over, but I think
I did see that. I was pumped about that.
That was a fun one. Definitely check that one out.
That's dope, man.
It's crazy over there in Argentina, man. They're doing the thing. So, and we got plans for more folks. So, and my goal, let's get this West Virginia scene out here, the PA, the Ohio scene, the scene that I love and I grew up on. I've went to indie shows, good Lord, since I was a young one, seeing the Rock and Roll Express and T-Rantula, huh? Well, you know, on T-Rantula. Oh, this
damn, I don't know nothing about no T-Rantulas. There might be one or two that live in my basement.
I know. Listen.
Uh-oh. You know T-Rantula?
I've seen the man quite a few times. I won't mention any names this time around. Maybe we'll get into that one later.
Okay.
But there was an old wrestler from the area that used to stop at my house occasionally and talk to my mom. But
okay.
Yeah, they talk.
We'll save that story for a different day.
God,
that's how I knew I was meant to be a wrestler, buddy.
Okay.
Next time we're on, that's the first thing we're talking about.
Damn right. I'm making a note right now. I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't champagne, because I figure he came with a lot of champagne.
There might be somebody who might know Mama Vice in a biblical sense, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Woo! Oh.
That's amazing.
I was meant to be in the business, bud, one way or another.
There you go. It was meant to be. It's been a blast, you guys. I appreciate the hell out of you. As I tell all my guests, I'll keep you on for a few after I wrap up here. I thank the listeners to listen to WrestleRoni. If you listen to an hour and a half of us yelling at each other on Discord, then fuck yeah, you're the shit. Thank you, Lawrence, for coming on. And Saturday Night Special, fuck up brotherly love this Saturday, and I got your back.
Fuck yeah, Lou.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah. This has been WrestleRoni. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I had, because I had a fucking blast. Be nice to each other. Stay positive. And wrap it up before you clap it up. I don't know. Have a good one.
Hey, dude, that's good advice.
You guys are on here. So
solid.
That's advice to you, too, as well.
It's solid advice for anybody, but it's
Too
probably
late,
best
Lou.
followed by...
Too late.